Hey guys, so one of the most asked for video requests was either like the eyebrow tutorial or the wing liner. So I figured I'm getting ready for brunch and mimosas with the girls, and I definitely need to do my brows, so I figured why not record it and go ahead and make a video out of it. So keep watching. So I actually don't go anywhere to get my eyebrows done. I'm the only one that does them. I tweeze them, and sometimes everyone's always like asking me like, how do you have like the shape, like how do you envision it? Well, to myself, the way that I do it, my little hack is I'm going to basically draw in the eyebrow that I'm gonna want my eyebrow shape to be, right? That's what I do. I start drawing it in. Doesn't matter how dark it is. It's like you need to see it. So I see right there what hairs need to come out. Okay, so that's like kind of like giving me my little a guide to go by, and from there I start tweezing. Once I've cleaned up like down here, that's when I start going in towards the top. I don't take out, gosh, I'm like looking at it. Okay. Too much, I kind of just start plucking up little by little. Hi, darling.
What's up?
Making a special appearance in the video.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm just cleaning up the top a little bit, and now I'm gonna trim them. I'm gonna grab my spoolie brush, show the way top. And then from there, making sure I'm not cutting up too much. Oh my god, I've had that happen one time. The worst. You guys know how much of a drama queen I am, so it was like the worst thing for me to happen. Actually, this is like the best eyebrows I've had in a while, to be honest. I've been letting them grow out, so I've been able to achieve the shape that I've been wanting for a minute. Alright, I'm gonna now move on to the other side, and when I come back, I'll have both eyebrows done. Okay, so I've plucked the brows, gave myself my shape, cleaned up on the top for both sides, and I am now going to fill them in. What I'm using here is actually the NYX Professional, I don't even know why I said that. I'm using the NYX eyebrow pencil, and this one is in shade Espresso. It might be a little light, but it actually goes on darker than it should. So I want to keep like a nice natural brow looking today. So I am just going to basically just shade it in and perfect the shape. That's all I'm doing to it. So here we go. So I've got my brows shaded in. I gave them my little shape. I just filled in, like I said, I just filled in the spots. Usually I'd use the pomade from Anastasia. I've also used the NYX one. There's a couple that I've used. I've used the one from MAC as well. However, today I wanted a softer brow. I can do an eyebrow tutorial one day using the pomade or whatever like that, or powder. There's plenty of ways to do it. To be honest, it's all in how you start practicing how to do the brows. I've learned to adapt and use all types of products. So for this certain look that I'm using, this is just what I feel that would look best for the brows. So let's move on. And if you hear my son coughing, I don't know if you can hear them in the back. My poor baby's actually, he has the flu at the moment. So we've been having a rough time. But it's okay, because I think he's, you know, we've been keeping up, taking care of him and whatnot. He's just having a rough time. I feel really bad. Okay, so this step is not for everybody. Not everyone needs to do all this. Guys, I'm so sorry about the mess in the back. I just got new clothes in, so I was trying them all on. But my next step, it's not for everybody. I'm kind of just gonna perfect a little bit more of the eyebrow shape. Not doing too much to it. Usually I would put a whole bunch, but I'm using a cream concealer from MAC. This is NC35. And I'm gonna use a small concealer brush. Very gently following that shape. Okay. See, we're just perfecting it just a little bit more. Never rub the concealer with your fingers. I'm gonna put some here because I'm gonna use it as a nice base for my primer for like my eyes. You see that? Sometimes I would go up here and do a little bit of that, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I need a little bit of that. Just a little bit. There we go. That's better. All right, so same thing on the other side. Okay, and now that that's done, we are going to set the concealer, because anything that is liquid or cream, you always want to set it down with a setting powder. You don't want it, like the liquid or the cream, to start moving around, so it'll just start creasing, and you don't want that. You don't want any creasing. Nobody wants creasing. I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier powder. I have the small one. I have the traveling one. I need to buy the big one. I'm actually going to use a buffing brush. I'm using the MAC 22 4S. And I'm just going to dab the setting powder down. That was my laundry. Thanks for ruining my video. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I like using a buffing brush because I feel like the buffing brush will get in between any lines. It'll put the powder in there inside anything that there is. It'll just really dab it on there. So And voila, guys. You can sometimes add a little bit of highlight, like on your brow right there. Alright, so now I have got the full brows done. Get the setting powder in, I perfected it with the concealer, and when I come back, I will have my full base beat. Okay guys, so I totally forgot to update and get on the cam right before I walked out, but here's the final look, and I am now at brunch with the ladies. Look how cute!
Hey girl!
We love it!
Cheers to life!
All right. Hope you enjoy. Bye!